Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus here again. I want to talk to you about, I'm always talking to you about my ideas and about my dreams and aspirations. And I do that because for me they're special. They're special in that they are blessings. They are answers to prayers and answers to dreams. And that's special to me just alone, but that's only a part of it. The other part of it is that what is for me is for you. And that means freedom to be and to enjoy what I need. Freedom for you to enjoy and receive what you need. To me, there's no better association can people have with people than that. And so I'm constantly talking to you because I know we're trained. We talk that talk. We never walk that walk. They tell us that stuff every now and then, our parents. Sometimes you might get a chance to hear it at church, sometimes, but it's never practiced anywhere. And so I feel have the liberty to come and share with you those thoughts that I have. I know they go contrary or contradictory to the thoughts that you have, but because our ordinary thoughts are just the stuff that we have to deal with every day. And so I'm saying to you that here is where I am right now with this religion thing. Never again will I allow another man or human being to instruct me about my father. Never again will I allow anyone to instruct me about my father. Let me ask you something. How would you feel if I come over and try to instruct you about your earthly father or your earthly mother? And right now, I don't even know who they are. But what if I came over and tried to instruct you? Wouldn't you think that wouldn't you? And so I don't care if you are my sisters and my brothers. There are things that our Father does for all of us that's common. But you can bet your last money, each of us got our own relationship with our Father. And never again will I allow any man or woman or anybody to stand before me and try to instruct me on my Father. You can share with me, but don't instruct me. You see, I've seen too much of men. I've heard too much of men. I've studied too much of men. And men are liars. They say one thing and do another. And when I say men, I'm talking about human beings. Say one thing and do another. Why? Because it works for them. Some people trust you. And then that trust is robbed. And then it happens so frequently to everybody is hooked up to practicing that. Now, I know many of you say, I don't do it. The circumstance just hasn't arisen. It's in your nature. In your nature, meaning that it's what we have been traditionally taught since we've been here on this earth. And so never again. You see, how many of you would, let me give you a scenario. Let's say your mother and your father, and let's say, aside from you, you have 3 other sisters, making 4, and you got 4 brothers. Okay? Now, your mother, under these conditions that I'm listing here, is a housewife. She stays home. She sees that the house is taken care of. She sees that you, her husband, all taken care of, right? Your father is the provider. Now, let's say that the father comes in one day and he decides he wants to come up with a new way of doing things. So he comes home and he has a little discussion with the family, and he tells one boy and one girl that they will have to miss 2 meals a day. Breakfast and dinner, or dinner and supper, or breakfast and supper. But 2 meals must be missed every day. No limit on how long it's going to go. It's unlimited. And everybody else can eat every meal every day. Now, the first day, people probably think this is funny or a joke and won't believe it. But after the second day, they will believe it. Now, what will these other siblings do? How will you respond to that? Well, there's different ways you can respond. Some will say, well, I got to eat because I got to live. So they just don't like it, but they go along with it anyway. So they can eat. And they eat and live. There are some who say, well, I don't think it's fair, and I'm not going to support it. If they can't eat, I won't eat. Now, when that happens, you've got two possibilities. One is that maybe they can both starve, and anybody that joins along with them can starve and die. Or it might have an effect on the rest of the siblings and draw them into the fold. And that would empower them to even be stronger. Maybe draw the mother in. And if you bring that together, I'm sure you can draw the dad in. What I'm saying to you is we're living in a world of chaos. And we've been taught all kinds of things. And the people who are talking to us, people who lead us, people who you choose to represent you are not doing anything for the ones that have been set aside to live under bridges, to be unemployed, to have no health care. They're the ones, and everybody else who don't have to go that road, they're the ones that's saying, well, I got to live. Well, look, we know that everybody wants to live. Nobody really wants to die, at least under the circumstances, not knowing what's over there. So, by trying to stay alive, we will treat people like we want to be treated. But some people will be aggressive and come to take what you got and destroy you to get it. And since you really don't want to die, you have the right to defend yourself. And if you defend yourself, justice should prevail and you should overcome the aggressor. Now that's just justice. But that justice will be merited upon your conviction, upon your belief, what it means to you. If it means a little, you'll probably lose. But if it means a lot, you'll win, guaranteed. That's how you walk on water. But let me say to you, what would you do in a situation like this? I tell you what you're doing. You're saying you want to live. You're not trying to draw anybody anywhere. And nobody's trying to get you to draw anybody anywhere. Well, anyway, I can't go any further right now. I got to close this thing down because I'm repeating myself and my tape is going to run out and I don't want it to do that. So I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.